Today's topic is noting numbers scientifically. We're going to learn how to use exponential and scientific notation to report measurements. The reason is because chemists often find themselves dealing with numbers that are extraordinarily small or extraordinarily large. As a result, they have to use something called exponential notation. Exponential notation is a form of scientific notation. It simply means writing a number in a way that includes exponents. Numbers are written as the product of two numbers, a coefficient and a power of 10. In scientific notation, a coefficient is always going to be a number that's at least 1, but always less than 10. For example, 7, 3.48, 6.0001 are all ideal coefficients because they're all larger than 1, but less than 10. A number like 22.7 would not be an ideal coefficient because it exceeds 10. To convert a very large or a very small number to scientific notation, we have to follow a couple of simple rules. We always position a decimal point between the first and second digits. Then we count how many places you moved the decimal to the right or the left, and then that's the power of 10. If you move the decimal to the left, the power is positive. If you move the decimal to the right, the power is negative. Let's take a look at an example. If you were asked to convert 47,000 to scientific notation, how would you go about doing it? First, we have to imagine that number as a decimal. Now, even though it didn't have a decimal here, we all know that there is one. So we can rewrite 47,000 as 47000 decimal 00. Next, we move the decimal between the first two digits. So the first two digits are the 4 and the 7. We have to move the decimal over between those two numbers. In doing so, we had to move to the left, so we had to count how many positions to the left you moved the decimal. In this case, we had to go over 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left, and so we write that as a power of 10. So the 47,000 can be written in scientific notation as 4.7 times 10 to the power of 4. The 4 representing how many places we moved the decimal place. In this case, 4 to the left. And because we moved to the left, the 4 is a positive 4.